Hello students, welcome back to the Alpha Vida Sankul online classes. Students, today's topic is rearrangement of words. Rearrangement of words. And what is the rearrangement of words? You see, many words are given in a line, in a sentence, but actually it is not sentence. It doesn't have any sense. The words are jumbled. The words are uh, uh, putting here and there. Okay, so our duty is we have to put the words in a proper way. Why we need to keep in and we need to arrange a proper way means to give to have complete meaning. Okay, meaningful sentence. Here for these students what we need is to make the meaningful sentence, we have to know the structure of a sentence. What is a sentence and how we make a sentence in English. And in different languages and have different way of making sentences. But just now I'm talking about the English. How the English, in English we make the sentence. First of all, let us know, try to make the structure of sentence. Students, structure of sentence. And sentence is structure of a sentence. So then this is very important. The structure of a sentence is very important. The first of all, students, we have to make the sentence the subject. Okay, when we make sentence we have to start with the subject. This is the common thing. The next is verbs. Next is, it may be auxiliary verb, auxiliary, or plus main verb. Here verb लिखो. Main verb plus object or complement or pronoun no pronoun, it is preposition plus noun. But the most important thing is these three: subject, auxiliary verb. Sometimes some sentences they don't have auxiliary verb. What is auxiliary verb? Helping verb. Auxiliary verb means helping verb. They don't have. And main verb is compulsory in a subject. The verb is compulsory. And after the main verb, there might be object or complement or preposition plus noun. And among these points there will be. So the first thing, suppose if example is given, students, subject, we need to know subject. What we say subject? Subject should be noun or pronoun. Noun, subject should be noun or pronoun. There are eight part of speech in English grammar. You know, this eight part of speech. How many words noun and a pronoun, here noun and a pronoun can be subject of a sentence. Okay, I repeat my words. Among the 8 part of the speech, 2 words, noun and a pronoun, can be the subject of a sentence in every sentence. If you see in English, if you open your book, science book, if you maths book, in everywhere in English, on newspaper, everywhere, if you see the in a sentence the subject is noun or pronoun, sure. But other adjectives, adverbs, verbs, preposition, conjunction, interjection, the remaining 6, and determiners also. Suppose an, articles an, and they cannot be subject. Only noun and a pronoun. And auxiliary verb. Here, students, see, I will make a table here. This auxiliary verbs table I make more than 20-30 times in different topics. See, but let me remind you, students, what is the another name of the auxiliary verb? The another name of the auxiliary verb is helping verb. If I say helping verb, that is auxiliary verb. Different names. The thing is same. Here, auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb. And auxiliary verb means what we say in another sense, helping verb. Helping verb. They help the main verb. Why they are calling helping verb? Because they help the main verb. It has 2 types. It has 2 types. It has 2 types. It has 2 types. The one is be verb. Be verb, you know, am, is, are, was, were. And have verb, have, has, had, do, does, did. And this is called primary auxiliary. This is called primary and the another is called model. Here I am going to write model. Model auxiliary verbs. And the first of shall, should. Here will, would, can, could, may, might, must, need, there, ought to, used to, no, used to. Now you see this table, this side is model and these are primary, and they are auxiliary verbs, means helping verb. Why they are calling? They are called helping verb. They are being called helping verb because they help the main verb. Main verb means the principal verb. Here I say main verb means. So students, let us try to find out these things. How to use this common sense. The question number 1. Am the dog I feeding little students. Let us try to arrange this. Am the dog feeding little? Okay. The our rule says the first rule is, students, we have to find out the subject. Where is the subject? We have to find out the subject first. The subject is, we need to find out the subject. Where is subject? The subject should be noun or pronoun. Then we have to find out noun. I, these two. But there will not be, in a sentence, the subject will be only one. You see, subject should be one, but here we have two. Then in between these two, sorry, we will find which one is the right one. But here, student, we have to understand, the verb is am. We cannot say dog am. Can you say dog am? No. Here I is there, am. And this will be the I, number one. And here I. And here, now we have subject. Now we have subject. After subject, what will be there? Auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb, am is auxiliary verb here. See, the auxiliary verb, am, then am. This is number two. This is number one, number two. I am, and after the auxiliary verb, what will be there? Main verb. Main verb is feeding. And this feeding is 3. I am feeding what you are feeding. And the name after main verb, what will be? Object might be there, complement might be there, preposition, and this, in this part we need to use our common sense. See, I am feeding, how many words? One. I am feeding the dog little. I am feeding the dog little. It makes sense? No. I am feeding little the dog. No. If I say I am feeding the little dog, this determiner, this is determiner, so we say the article, so the little dog. I am feeding the little dog. Students, let me give you one idea. Most of the time, if we find the articles a and the three things, if we find here, suppose a nice cat. And how can we arrange? Do remember, all the time, this is article, this is noun, this is adjective. So the article should be first, the next will be adjective, the next will be adjective, and the last one will be the noun. See, we will say a nice cat. This is right. You cannot say a cat nice, a cat nice, then it is wrong. The noun should be behind. If two things, adjective and a noun is there, you have to put the adjective first. The next is noun. If you say long and a river, river and long, which one? Long should be, long is adjective. Long first, then river come next. So we have to say long river. Okay? Big room. Yes, it is right. If we say big room, room big. No, this is wrong. We have to say what? Big room. Why? This is adjective, this is noun. Noun should be the last. Okay? If we compare adjective and the noun, adjectives, not all the time, most of the time, adjective is just before the noun. Okay? And just before the adjective there is article. There is article many times. A and the. Or determiners, many. Determiners like that, you see determiners, demonstrative adjectives, the this, number one. Uh, saying in English she the party song. And here if we try to arrange this sentence, the first of our rule is says subject. Subject should be noun or pronoun. What is noun? Noun is, it is not noun here, song is noun. Okay? And she is pronoun. There will be she or song. If we take the first one, she, suppose here is she is subject. She is the subject. After subject, what will come? Auxiliary verb. And there, how many verbs are here? How many verbs? Saying is verb, and there is no other verb. There is only one verb, then that time there will be no auxiliary verb, and no problem. It is not found, it's okay. It is available, it's okay. There is no problem. It is missing. So the main verb is saying. She sang, and the next is, the first step is subject. The second step is what? The second step is subject. After subject there will be verb. After subject there will be verb. First, second, and the next step is these things. We need three steps. It may be object, it may be complement, it is preposition plus two noun. It is the three step. And here the first step, okay. The second step, it's okay. Then, what is the third step? She sang English song in the party. How can we write? See? She sang, okay, English she sang, here it is 2, 3, English song 4, in 5, and this 6. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the answer comes how? She sang English song in the party. Here, first of all, students, this is subject and this is verb, and this is very important. English song is object. In the party is in the above phrase. Okay. Mm, nice. I got students here only three words. The first our aim is subject. What will be the subject? Subject will be noun or pronoun. Pronoun is here, noun is here. In between these, which one be the subject? If you try I, then I is subject. I love, after subject what will be their verb? I love nice coat. Okay, this is I. It has the complete meaning. If we say coat, love, nice eye, it has no sense. Which one is? Why we are, I'm talking about, I considering that we have two options, pronoun or noun. But in between, which would be the subject? And if we try code as a subject, then it has no sense. If I use I as a subject, see, I subject, next verb, love. I love. What I love? What I love? Nice coat. I told you that nice is adjective and coat is noun. If you find adjective in a noun, try to put adjective in front of the noun. Okay? Try to put the adjective in front of the noun. Here the I is the right answer. Here I is 1. Love is 2. And nice is 3. And it is 4. Say I love nice coat. So the main important to the thing is subject. In the beginning there will be subject. After subject, verb. After verb, object or complement. That is very important. In the forest. Lion. Deer. A kill. Students, if you try to find out here, how can you see? The first is subject. The subject should be the first. And subject is lion or a deer. And you can find here lion or deer. But these two things, two nouns cannot be subject. Only one. But, and we have to, the sense, we have to know how we make the sentence. How we make select, and we have to choose the which one, lion or deer. If we say lion, now let us try to see lion or deer. A deer kill lion. Is it possible? A deer can kill a lion? No. It has no sense. Okay. It has no sense. It cannot be. It is impossible. How can a deer kill a lion? No. So this deer cannot be the subject. The subject will be lion. Okay. Lion kill a deer in the forest. But where is A? The article A is where? Where we have to make, where we have to insert, where we have to put. Yes, we can put just before the subject, and it is the article, and we can put just before the noun. Say a lion. Okay? The first is a lion. See, A number 1, lion 2, kill 3. See, a lion is subject. After subject, what will be there? Verb. The verb is kill. A lion kill what? A lion kill object. Object what kill? A deer. He. Object. In the forest. In the forest. This is adverb. Adverb of place. Where? Where the lion, a lion killed the deer in the forest. So these things are very easy, but first of all we need to find out the subject. The subject, always time you try to subject, okay? See, has looking after been she her all mother. Students, let us try to find out here. The first of all, we have to find out the subject. And for the subject, we need to find out noun or pronoun. She and mother. All mother. And if we take this she is subject. After subject, what will be there? Auxiliary verb. Its bin will be here. Otherwise, it has no sense. See, oh, bin is here. No problem. Bin is given here. Here, see. Then the next is the auxiliary verb. See is the subject. See, auxiliary verb has been. See has been. After auxiliary verb, main verb looking. Looking after her old mother. Now we have the meaningful sentence. She, here she, 1. Has 2. She has. Number 3, been. She has been. She has been. Number 5, looking after. She has been looking after. She has been looking after her all mother. You see, she has been looking after her old mother. Now we have complete meaning. At she good sports. Students, how can we make this? I told you that the first is subject. Subject should be pronoun or noun. And if we take C, after the subject there will be verb. See how many verbs? Only one is here. Say see, verb is good. Adjective at sports. She is good at sports. It is done. Are mangoes my farm in they eating. As you can see, how can we make this? First of all, we have to find out subject. Subject should be this pronoun or noun. In between this, there will be a subject. Mangoes. Mangoes eating. Mangoes cannot eat. Okay. Mangoes can be eaten, but how can mango eat? So mango cannot be the subject. Here the subject option is mango cannot be the subject. Then which one make? Pronoun. This. They is subject. After they subject, what will be the auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verb are. Auxiliary verb are is here. See, are. See. Here they are. They one. Are two. They are and man verb. Man verb is eating. 3. They are see they are eating what? They are eating what? Mangoes is object. This is object. See, they are eating mangoes. Where? They are eating mangoes where? In their room, okay, in the hotel, at the school, or here, in my farm. In my farm. Okay, they are eating mangoes in my farm. Now it has the meaningful sentence. See, let me give you more sentences, 2 more. Students, the first things, let me tell you that first for making sentence, don't in English. First, try to find out subject. Where is the subject? Here. Okay, not pen that your is. Then which one be the answer? You see, the first of all I told you that subject should be noun or pronoun. Where is noun? Pen, noun. That pronoun. and in between. Pen, pen is verb. Pen is not your. It has no meaning. In grammatically, it has no meaning. Okay, it is wrong. Okay, and now pen is cancelled. Pen cannot be the subject. The next option is that. If we say that after subject, then what will be their verb? That is not your pen. Yes, it is the right one. We have meaningful sentence. See, here the pronoun that. That is pronoun. See, noun or pronoun. That, it is subject. Next is what? See, after subject, what will be their verb? Is verb, and not, that is not is here your pen. This complement. That is not your pen. That is not your pen. Don't forget, after subject there will be verb. After verb there will be object or complement or preposition plus noun. And preposition plus noun, and there will be adverbs also. See, I will give you for example adverb one. Is he in coming the evening? Evening, yeah. Here, then the subject is he. He, verb is auxiliary verb. The main verb is he is coming. He is coming. Okay, he is coming. When? When he is coming? He is coming in the evening. And in the evening is adverb of time. Okay, he is coming when? When is he coming? When is he coming? The answer comes in the evening, at night, at noon, in the morning, at midnight. So this is the first rule, is subject will be there. Then next auxiliary verb sometimes, and according to the sentence there might be helping verb, means auxiliary verb. Sometimes there is no helping verb. Then after that main verb is compulsory. Then object, complement, preposition plus noun. See, preposition plus noun. Here if I say I subject, go verb, then to school. Here to is preposition, school is noun. See, I go to school. This is also a form of a way of sentence structure. See, I go to school. This. So in this way, students, we can rearrange the jumbled words to make meaningful sentence. In the exams, the questions will come like this. They will make these words in this order, in different way, totally jumbled words. Then we have to find out the subject, verb, or after then what we find, it is object or complement or adverbs. We have to arrange according to what I taught you, the way how we find out the solutions. But we need more. This is not the way, all the way. And what I am telling is that it is the foolproof rules. No, we have to learn many things from different books, okay? And we need to apply the common sense. If we don't know the meaning of the words, and it is very difficult to make the complete meaning, okay? Sense. For today, here, see you in the next video. Thank you.